Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell. I'm Jay,
And I'm L.
and today, you guys, we're gonna talk about the AFC East. Today, we're gonna be breaking down the AFC East.
Ooh, yeah. Let's go. So, Jay, give me your Jets free agent.
Hold on, wait. Before you start, how's your week?
Long. So long. So long. What about yours?
It was that bad. It was chill.
Bro, you only work a lot of hours.
I do work a lot of
I
hours.
said, yeah, I know. I said you only work a lot of hours.
Yeah,
And you work in the daytime. So you got the best of both worlds. I have one thing the best, but you got like a couple of things of both worlds.
yeah. It was chill. Spend time with family. The usual.
I don't know. I be at work all the time. I don't know.
All right, man. All right. Jets free agents. Um, let's start off with the trade with Hassan Reddick. Made a trade with the Eagles to get Hassan Reddick. I feel like it was a great trade.
That was a really good trade. Like that was unexpected, and it bolsters up their defense too. Um, I think it kind of depletes Philly a little bit on the D inside. But yeah, edge rush 80 and the
Yeah.
edge.
Yep.
Yeah, he's yeah, he was a big instrumental part, and he ain't there no more. Yeah, they got the dude from Georgia, the other guy, but I don't think he's gonna be nice. Jalen Carter,
Oh yeah.
not produced what he should have produced.
Yeah. Major blow to the Eagles defensive line. He was their best pass rusher in my eyes. But overall, I feel like it was a great addition to the Jets. Get them another edge rusher. They need pass rush help in New York. So I like the pickup of Reddick. Next free agent pickup was Mike Williams. They signed Mike Williams, the wide receiver from the Chargers, a deep threat, 6'4" guy, probably 240, got speed. How you feel about that pickup?
I think that was a really good trade. It gives Aaron Rodgers another target aside from Garrett Wilson, and that's what he needs. Like you want a a ball hawk per se, or at least a big receiver, because most quarterbacks are short, so it works out well.
Yep. I have a couple of more names. Next I have is Tyron Smith. Signed him on 1 year deal.
I had a question for you.
What's up?
How do you feel about that? Cause that's your boy. How you feel about that, fam?
I'm gonna miss Tyron. I ain't gonna lie, and I feel like we should have brought him back. But I think it's a great addition for the Jets because it protects Aaron Rodgers' blind side. And when Tyron Smith is still healthy, he's still like one of the best left tackles in the league.
hmm I think that was a good trade for the Jets. It was a shocker that Dallas didn't put forth any effort to resign him. As much as he did for y'all, you would think that he would have at least gotten some type of interaction with him, and it was like, nah, we good, fam. But y'all offensive line has kind of it be going through the motions. Like you'll sign somebody, a random person, and then they'll be like, "Oh, but we ain't gonna have Zach Martin next year." Why? Like your priority don't seem to be adding up at all.
I feel you on that, but we'll get into the Cowboys, later. We're gonna preview every division up into the season, bro. So you get your shot to bash the Cowboys and their
I'm gonna do
horrible
that regardless.
decision making.
I'm gonna do that before the season starts, after the season, in between the season, beginning of the year, all year long. I'm here for it.
I got two more names for you, and then we'll move on. Next name is Morgan Moses. They traded from him. They traded for him from the Ravens, and he's a right tackle, so he's gonna be projected starting right tackle for the New York Jets. And I like that pickup. Morgan Moses, he's been solid.
Um, it was a good pickup. They needed him. They needed a decent right guard, right tackle, and it helps. Like they need all the offensive linemen help they can get. So these additions are needed. Well,
Yep. My last name is another offensive lineman. They basically rebuilt their whole offensive line via trade and free agency. John Simpson, left guard. I believe he was. Yeah, they re-signed him. He was on the team, I think, last year, and they brought him. They choose to bring him back. So another great pickup. Overall, I think they did pretty well in free agency, but there's some more names on here, but I'm not gonna get into all of them. So, L, let's go ahead and talk about the Dolphins, their free agency, and also talk about their draft picks as well.
well, the free agents that they acquired were Shaquille Barrett, who was the linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last season, and now he plays in Miami, which is great because he ain't that far away from home. A few hour drive, which is awesome, and he's still in Florida, so it's even better. What you think about that, bro?
I like that pickup. He's a veteran. He's a double digit sack guy when he's healthy. I know that's probably been like a couple of years since he had double digit sacks, but if he's healthy, then I feel like it's a great pickup. They're also their top two pass rushers are injured or recovering from injury, serious injuries. I believe both of them were ACL tears with Jalen
Ooh,
Phillips and Bradley Chubb.
mm-hmm.
So to bring somebody in like Barrett, I feel like it's a great pickup.
And he had a Super Bowl ring, so you can't really. You got some type of Super Bowl pedigree in there as well. Next you got Brandon, the wide receiver.
You can't say his last name.
I can't pronounce his last name.
Let me see. I can help you out. Where is it?
Bar, ba, 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 ba,
Oh, Barrios.
Barriers. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Brandon Barriers. So he's a wide receiver. What do you think about that?
He's a great special teams guy. He's not going to give you much in the passing game. He's more like a fourth or fifth receiver, but he's a pretty solid returner, and he used to play for the New York Jets too. So I seen like clips of him when he was returning punts and kicks. He's pretty solid in that area.
Okay, well, hey, you can't never knock that thing. And they got Jordan Poyer.
Ooh,
Jordan Poyer, yeah. So what do you think about that one?
I like that one. The former Buffalo Bill, which we're gonna get into later. We're gonna talk about the Buffalo Bills. He's a solid safety as well, and I feel like he bring veteran leadership to that group. They already have Javon Holland, the young guy they drafted a couple of years ago. They have him. So to bring somebody in, kind of like mentor him and to play alongside him as the safety, because I don't know who the other safety is, but I'm pretty sure he's coming in to start alongside him. So I like it.
I do as well. You can't beat mentorship. Um, And getting that extra help is always needed. Because if a boy goes down, then I got a backup plan. It's always better to have plans. Next on the list, we got Isaiah Wynn, the offensive guard. What do you think?
When he's pretty solid, he's he's pretty solid. Pretty versatile. I think he can play some tackle as well, and he's still young too. And you can never have enough O line help in the NFL.
I agree. That online help is needed. Like, if you're telling when one will substantial injury or something like that, you need that. So next up on the list we have Kendall Fuller. He played for the Bears. He was actually a pretty decent quarterback, honestly. Um, I think he'll work well with Jalen Ramsey. What you got?
Yeah, they definitely need more help in their cornerback room. Um, hey, Kendall Fuller, he's a decent cornerback. He's not a scrub. He's pretty good. Uh, and I think he'll. I mean, he's not on the level of Xavier Howard, but he's solid. I do give the Dolphins another good running mate with Jalen Ramsey in the secondary. I
Hmm.
like the addition.
I do as well. I do as well.
All right,
Let's get to these draft picks, fam.
okay, got you. First round draft pick of the New York Jets. They got Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle from Penn State.
I thought I thought that they weren't gonna pick him. I'm glad they did because it kind of shores up the offensive line. But I thought they would go for a defensive player or one of the young wideouts. Hell, or even um uh he went to Atlanta. What's his name? Yeah, he went to Atlanta. Atlanta picked him.
Michael
Yeah,
Penix.
hey, Michael Penix.
Hmm,
Um,
that's interesting.
I just felt like because Aaron Rodgers is getting old and ain't nothing you can really, you can't beef all the time. So I will get a young buck in there and have him do what they need to do.
Yeah, but I like the pickup of Olu. You have your left. I'm gonna say left tackle of the future since you just signed Tyron to a 1 year deal. But he can sit behind Tyron and learn from him. And I like the pickup.
I do as well.
Next pick, and I'm just doing the first 4 rounds, you guys. I'm not doing the full 7 rounds. We'll be sitting here all day. But the next,
Anybody got time for that?
the next pick they had was in the 3rd round, and they selected Malachi Corley, the wide receiver from Western Kentucky.
Definitely good, a good pickup. Um, what round you say he was in? He came in
3rd round.
around. Yeah, he could be a star. He could be a stud at least. I think they need him. They need him bad. So it works well.
Yeah, he's basically a wide receiver too on their depth chart. But I like him because a lot of people compared him to. They say he's kind of like Debo Samuel like, and I feel like everyone needs a player like that on their team, like a Swiss Army knife type player.
Hmm.
And I like the pickup. I feel like it's great for the Jets. They need more weapons. Aaron Rodgers need more weapons.
Yeah, you always need more weapons. You can never go wrong with more weapons.
All right, the last 2 picks I have are the 4th and 5th round, respectively. 4th round pick, they selected Braylon Allen, the running back from Wisconsin.
I think Wisconsin running backs tend to do well. I think they're more known for their defensive players, but their running backs they do pretty decent in the NFL. So let's hope he can have a productive career.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. I think he'll form a nice little tandem with Brees Hall and the backfield, and I like the pickup. Nice little thunder and lightning combo you have at running back. My last pick for the Jets was the fifth round pick, and they picked Jordan Travis, the quarterback from Florida State. So you said I need a quarterback. They got him one.
Look at that. um, that's a really good pickup. Dude definitely was a leader when he was in college. Um, he was doing his thing. But you hope it translates well to the NFL.
Yep. All right. What are the Dolphins draft picks?
The Dolphins got Chop Robinson, who was the edge from Penn State. They needed that. That was one of their needs in the draft, and they got one. They actually, I think he was like the top rated. If not the top rated, he was in the top five at least. Edge rushers, and the dude had a great career at Penn State. I didn't realize that Penn State produces good defensive players as they do. And in the case of Michael Parsons and now Chop Roberts. They also picked up Patrick Paul, the offensive tackle from
Houston, right?
yeah, he from Houston. I think that was nice, another nice pickup. Again, to shore up the offensive line. You can never have enough offensive tackle. I mean, you could, but it's always good to have a backup for a backup. Next up, we got Taj Washington, a wide receiver from USC. I think he can be a solid third slot receiver because I don't think he's that tall. So him being a solid slot receiver would be nice. Next up, you got Patrick McMorrison from Cal. He's a safety. You need safety help over the top to cover them deep routes. So what you need. Finally, you got Muhammad Amora. He's another edge from Colorado State. Um, again, you can left and right, one on the left, one on the right. So it works out well for them too.
Yeah, I like they had a pretty solid draft, especially with the edges, because you really don't have anyone after Bradley Chubb and after Jalen Phillips. So to get depth among your edges, and you was able to do that in the draft. That's a win.
Can never go wrong with that. The wins are always needed. More wins equals more life.
Yep. All right, so uh, how about you go ahead and talk about the Patriots? I know you had the Patriots.
Whoa, man. Quarterback, they got Drake Mays. For me, that's a reach. I don't think he's gonna produce well in New England. But one, because he came from Carolina, North Carolina, and we all know North Carolina is not a football school. Look what happened with Mitchell Trubisky, and that didn't pan out well. So we know that ain't good.
Also, Daniel Jones, he was from North Carolina too.
No, he came from Duke.
Oh, yeah, it was dude.
Yeah, that you don't never get a football player from basketball school. Everyone knows that. Then they got Jalen Polk from Washington, which was oh my gosh, that boy was nice. I liked him when he was at Washington. I thought that him and a Doomsday made a nice tandem.
They did.
Then you got Caden Wallace. He was the offensive tackle from Penn State as well. I didn't know they produced good offensive tackles, but let's see. And then you got Layden Robinson, the offensive guard from Texas A&M. Yeah, I don't really. Does Texas A&M produce a lot of good offensive tackles? I mean, offensive guard. Are they known
Mm,
for that?
not a recent memory. I can't think of anyone that came from A&M.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just hope that he produces pretty decently. Then you got Jalen Baker, Javon Baker, I'm sorry. Wide receiver from UCF, which last I checked, UCF was a defensive school, but we're going to see what they can do on offense. Then you got Marcellus Dial, the cornerback from South Carolina. South Carolina is always a good defensive school.
Yeah, always.
So you can never go wrong with that. Then you got Joe Milton, the quarterback from Tennessee. That is going to be a good. That's a good pickup, but he don't fit their system. He's not. He's a mobile quarterback, and they're not used to mobile quarterback. So it's going to be really unique seeing him in that system. And hopefully he's number two on the depth chart because old boy needs to go ahead and leave. Then finally you got Jaheim Bell, the tight end from Florida State. We all know what they do when it comes to the tight ends. Tight ends are always golden in the Patriot system. They always work well with them. What you got, fam?
All right. Buffalo. I have Buffalo Bills. Their first draft pick was in the second round because they traded away their first rounder to Kansas City. The second round draft pick was Keon Coleman, the wide receiver from Florida State.
I love that pick. That was a monster pickup. Dude is very intelligent on the football field. Well, he's intelligent in general, but his football IQ is bananas. Dude, he's gonna be like a locker room, like a media darling. I think he's gonna be a media darling. Um, you can tell he just want to ball. He want to play that you want to ball. He had a love for the game and not about the money.
Yeah, like the weight on his shoulders is gonna be heavy because he's gonna be their number one receiver. He's gonna be a number one receiver with Trey Dig. I mean Stephon Diggs. He's out the building. Trade him to Houston. So I like to pick up Coleman, but he's gonna have a lot of pressure on him going into the season. They have another second round pick, Cole Bishop, the safety from Utah.
I think that's gonna be a good pickup. With the loss of
Jordan Porter.
yeah, it kind of cheers them up a little bit, gives them a little flexibility. And I mean, he played at Utah, so you can't go wrong with that. So Utah's pretty decent.
Yeah, I like to pick up a Bishop, as El mentioned. They lost Jordan Poyer in free agency, and they also lost Michael Hyde. He's contemplating retirement, and he doesn't know if he's going to come back to the Bills or not. So to go ahead and get your safety of the future in the second round, that was a great draft pick. Last two picks I have are the third round and fourth round, respectively. The third round, they drafted Dwayne Carter, DT from Duke. And in the fourth round, they drafted Ray Davis, running back from Kentucky.
Again, both are basketball schools, so we'll see. And Duke is a not a good football school, but I guess.
I mean, they're both great prospects and areas of need that they need. So,
Hey, all of it worked out for them. That's all that matters.
all right, let's move over to free agent pickups for each team. What are some free agents the Patriots picked up?
Oh yeah, they picked up Jacoby Brissett, which is the quarterback, which I feel like they already picked him up before.
Yeah, he's been on the team before.
Okay, so I was like, I know they used him
This is like
before.
his second or third stint with the team.
Like, great, but dang. They also picked up Mike O- Owenu, the offensive tackle slash guard. You're gonna need that, especially if he can get the blind side out the way. So that's always needed. And then they got Anthony Jennings, the linebacker.
Okay, pretty solid. I like the pickup of Brissett. He knows the system, and he'll be a great backup to Drake May. He could also potentially start for you as a bridge quarterback. So just cases like May struggles, you could put Brissett in.
hmm
I like that pickup.
Yeah, I agree. That was a good pickup.
That was their best free agency move in my
It
eyes.
was mine too. Man, they 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 tried so hard.
I'm kind of interested to see what Drew Mayo is gonna do as a head coach.
Yeah, me too. Cause I know he played for him for a hot minute. I think he got some rings, don't he?
Yeah, he got I think like a couple, yeah, two or three.
Yeah. So it's always weird when you see a former player go into coaching. Very rarely does it work out. Half the time they're not head coaches. They're like a running back coach or something like that. But we'll see.
He was already I think he was already a part of their staff as a linebacker coach, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a jump.
Hey, you gotta get your start somehow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of head coaches that started off as position coaches and now they're head coaches.
Hey, as long as it works out, that's all that matters.
Yep. But my free agent signings for the Buffalo Bills, they signed Taron Johnson. He's already a part of the team, but they brought him back, contract extension, cornerback. Uh, they also brought Curtis Samuel back. I mean, no, they signed Curtis Samuel. Sorry, wide receiver for the Commanders,
hmm
and they also brought back AJ Espinosa. Sorry, and they brought Taylor Rapp in as a safety with the losses of Poyer and Hyde. They brought in Taylor Rapp. What are your thoughts on the Buffalo Bills free agency?
Needed, much needed, and definitely appreciated on all fronts. Hopefully, they can come right in and contribute, and hopefully they have a winning season.
My biggest concern for them is wide receiver, even though they addressed it in the draft and in free agency. But coming going into the season, I don't think anybody's going to fear the wide receiving group, which we'll get into later on how the Bills, how their offense going to look.
I
But
think, I think the addition of the wide receivers is great and all of that, but it's gonna take some time to gel and get used to each other. But it could be a nice tandem.
yep. We have a few topics. I came up with questions for each team in the division. So each Bills fan, Dolphins fan, Patriots fan, and Jets fan should feel appreciated about what we're about to get into. So
Get better.
so we're gonna start with the Jets. We're gonna start with the Jets. Are there contenders in the AFC with the return of Aaron Rodgers?
Question mark. Um, a lot of question marks surrounding them. Mainly Aaron Rodgers. We'll see. We'll see. Like it's up in the air.
Okay. I'm kind of with you. Like I want to say yes, but I'll put an asterisk about by it because, like you said, it's gonna be they're under the microscope, and we gotta see how Aaron Rodgers looks returning from that Achilles tear. And but I like how they did. They revamped the offensive line. Hopefully, Rodgers can stay healthy. He can stay upright. And I like the additions they did on the offense in free agency and in the draft. So you give Rodgers more weapons. Overall, I think they have the better talent and the better depth at key positions. But like El said, it's all about putting it together and like how they gel. So uh it's still um a work in progress. All right, we're gonna move over to our next question, and it's in regards to the Dolphins. Will the Dolphins pay Tua Tagovailoa?
They definitely need to. I think that with the market, the way that it is, it's needed. Um, if he's gonna be your top quarterback like y'all projected him to be, then pay the man. Everybody else getting paid. Look at Kirk Cousins. He got paid. So just pay the man. It'll help out in the end.
Yeah, I think they're gonna eventually pay him. They may wait to the end of the season just because they want to see how the season go, see if he can take them to the playoffs and they can make a playoff run.
Hmm.
I think that's the big hold up with Tua. But I feel like he's great for them. He's a great quarterback. He fits Mike McDaniel's system well,
Hmm.
and I like that pairing of quarterback and head coach. One of my favorite pairings in the league. But I think eventually they're gonna come to an agreement on the deal.
Gotcha. I definitely agree with that. They are a good squad. The coach and quarterback tandem is nice. Like it works out well. And they're in Miami, so you can't really beat that.
Yep. Next we'll get into the Buffalo Bills. How will you think the Buffalo Bills offense?
Trash. It was trash. Yeah, they got Keon Coleman, which is great, but they're gonna be trash. Just get ready for another top five pick.
Hey, he even let me get the question out. But the question was, how will the Bills offense look without Diggs? You answered it already, but I'll go ahead and give y'all my answer. I agree with L. The offense is not going to look good. It's going to be one dimensional. And I feel like it was already one dimensional with Stephon Diggs. But now it's solely going to be in the hands of Josh Allen. He's going to have to make these guys better. I like what they did incorporating the running game last season with James Cooks, but you're gonna need more. You can't be a one trick pony in the NFL. You gotta be able to effectively run the ball. You gotta be able to effectively pass the ball. And their wide receiving group is not promising. They signed Claypool, Marquez Valdez Scantling, Mac Hollins, Curtis Samuel. They drafted Keon Coleman. And they also have Khalil Shakir, their draft pick from a couple of years ago. So, very mixed group of wide receivers. Each wide receiver brings something different to the table, but these guys are like from fourth to sixth on a wide receiver depth chart on like a normal NFL roster. So, don't I'm not Buffalo. Don't put your faith in any of these guys. I would like to see what Keon Coleman would do. I think he's going to be nice.
At least give Keon Coleman the benefit of the doubt, fam.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like I'll give him a pass because he's a rookie. Now I already
I
mentioned,
mean, Stephen got two rings, so you can't really knock that because he got.
bro. You remember so many drop passes he had last
I
season,
mean, yeah, but the rings still matter. So you got two of them.
bro. He got a
You still
ring.
got you still got two both
He
experience.
got a ring because of Patrick Mahomes,
It don't matter how he got it. He got it.
We talking about his ability as a receiver, not how many rings he has.
I understand that, but I'm saying that locker room is gonna help out too, though.
If you say so, I don't think so, but okay.
All right, you want to do it?
All right, we're gonna move to our last question, and it's for the the New England Patriots. Is Drake May the answer at quarterback for the Patriots?
They don't even have the answer. They get picking people. We don't know. Nobody know. Drake May don't even know. He gonna try, but they gonna be like, "We want Tom. Tom's tired. He ain't coming back. Let it go." But hopefully he has a decent career. 'Cause Mac Jones is not it. Y'all should have been trading him. He was a waste of time, a waste of a draft pick. You ask me.
Really was. I think May. I like May better. I think he'll work out with New England, but it's gonna take time. And like I said with Gerard Mayo, I like him as a head coach. I think he's gonna turn the culture around in New England. And I think May, like once he gets settled, once he gets a few games under his belt, I feel like the Patriots they'll be okay.
I think they definitely should trade Milton, Joe Milton. Um, cause he not gonna fit.
Yeah, but it's early, bro. You know, training camp started yet, preseason has
Yeah, I'm
started yet.
saying like
He,
traditionally New England is not
he's a
known.
project quarterback, really.
Trade him. Go get trade him for like a sixth or seventh rounder.
I get you, but I'm just saying let him at least have a season first. See what he looks like on the field first.
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. You're right. All right, you're right.
They just drafted the man, bro. They're not gonna trade him like that. When they wanted to
They
trade him,
should
they
have.
would have did it during draft night.
They should have.
Well, this is it for us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, Continue to support us on all our social media accounts. Continue to like our videos, comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the videos with your family and friends.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for your continued support. We gonna keep them coming, and we are Audi 5000.
Like I said, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna break down each division for y'all leading up to the season. And y'all let us know in the comment section if we forgot about a player or we forgot about a trade or you just disagree with us on some of our uh opinions. So, hit us up.
Let us know.
But y'all be blessed and y'all be safe.